All right. You may have expected another night of our Lakeburg APOC 6 run, but no such luck because we have a new patch, and with that new patch comes a new map. So, as we enter the map loading zone, we will notice in the middle here, in addition to Glenwall, Lakeburg, Gildenberg, and the little tutorial zone, there is now Elderlicht is what I'm going to call it for the moment until someone tells me how to pronounce that properly. Hey, iMega, welcome. But we're going to get into a brand new round. Lucas, welcome to the stream. Brand new run, and we are going to check out the new map, which I have heard has a different starting configuration, among other things. One thing that I do not know the answer to, and is not immediately evident from this board, is the order in which these are supposed to unlock. I am guessing that it is, I know it is Gildenberg, Lakeburg, Glenwald, but I don't know if Elderlicht is the next one or not. But we're going to play it on normal difficulty. We're not going to go crazy. I want to see the new zone. I want to understand the mechanics, and then we'll start pushing APOCs in the coming weeks. But first and foremost, this is our first look at the new map. Let's get on into it and see what it's all about. I'm excited. Okay, so the floor is staggeringly clean. Here's the throne that they previously showed. It does look like we were in a cavern of some sort. I expect it is iMega. Glenwall was a huge step up as well, so I have every faith that this one will be too. So the first thing I'm noticing is no ruins. We start with a scavenger camp. We do start with a seer, 2 houses, and then very interesting combination of things here. So we landed with 3 characters, it looks like. We got some pretty decent gear from the looks of it. This is a very curious start because it leads me to believe that the scavenger is going to be more critical. Also, is this an upgraded scavenger or do they by default? It goes to show how often I make scavengers. But let's get to know the cast of characters. There's a bit of water over here. And then collapsed pillar, indestructible. Looks like there are a lot of the soul vessels also. It is said the souls of heroes from forgotten ages linger inside the stone braziers of Elderlicht. Whether they are victims or guardians is unknown, but seeing a ghost flame is always a dire omen. So it looks like there's going to be a lot of indestructible terrain, which may make line of sight on this map a little more challenging also. But let's see. Let's get to know the cast of characters. First off, we have Cassie rocking a silver axe with a little bit of mana regen. Loving where her mana regen is. Ooh, looks like we got a little bit of a CSS issue with that dodge plus 12% there at the bottom of effects on our worn cloth armor. And then we do have this poison item, which clearly is going to get shifted over to, I don't know, our poison character. Then, so let's see. So actually, I should though look. Battle Mage, muscular, and daring. Ooh, so you do have a little bit of momentum. We may do a lot of gear swapping at the beginning here, which we have historically not done. We have a silver pistol on Caden, who is a fisherman, eagle eye, and corrupt. Corrupt might make for a good poison user. Oh, and they have the poison tree. All right. So I think we're gonna, this is a new thing that I've just been getting in the habit of, but I think we're gonna start swapping around gear early on. Now, Cassie has minus range damage, but plus momentum. That's interesting. And then Angelica is a cultist, genius, and chubby. So not as mobile, which leads me to think that probably good to go with the pistol there. And then we have a decent amount of mana regen. Hey, non-zero exit code, welcome. And that means that our debuff slash defensive character is our... also, she looks awesome with that hair, just as a side note. But yeah, now I want to make sure that we have a medium or light armor on them. Looks like we're light armors all the way around, and also our hat situation is not particularly great. So I guess we're ready to go here. A little bit of swapping around, nothing too crazy, and we start with a lot of runway. So I think I'm probably just going to do something like this, and we'll hope that this first night goes according to plan. We do have watchtowers, so I'm wondering if we need to get some serious stuff going, but I'm excited for the challenge. Yeah, Imega. That was an interesting one. Honestly, I'm not too angry about it. It's been a while. So these soulbound warriors are invincible. Soul Vessel has 10 flame. Are we assuming that we kill things nearby these and maybe they put off some stuff? Let's just start by dropping some poison here, I think. That did not appear to change the Soul Vessel. Hold on, let's see if we can. No, I'm gonna find it out the hard way, Imega. See, and then I'll run back a little bit. Didn't quite get the kill there. I was kind of hoping I was gonna be able to secure the kill, but I think we'll do that. Yeah, and we're gonna play this by ear. I'm okay with getting a bit wrecked on the first one here. There is nothing wrong with that. 5 of 9. I guess if we're gonna move in, probably this is our best bet. Definitely should have rotated that one. I'm ashamed here. Let's see, and then an axe boomerang. It seems a little early for axe boomerangery. We'll do a bit of damage mitigation with the remainder of our stuff, and then I think just come up here and defend a bit. And then how are we can almost, yeah, we'll be able to get, since we're going to take this one out, I think that should give us protection. Oh, wait, hold on a second, though. I see, this guy is coming in from the side, so he is mobile. As is this guy. Okay, so we're going to need to move around them, I'm presuming. And then you have 8 mana regen, so I'm not going to go too much crazier here. I think that will be good. And then, yeah, we're going to have to see. There may be something afoot here. You have the action point, but we don't really want to spend mana on rooting. Although I guess... So, Invincible, they have 4 movement. Presumably... Oh, interesting. Oh, and they have a thrown dagger. Oh, they may get close enough that... We may have created a situation where we're going to take a hit here. Let's see if they are... I'm not seeing a debuff icon, so I think the invulnerable soulbound heroes are linked to a soul vessel. Remove all the flame points from to kill the hero. Remove them. Maybe I should have went and stood next to one of them. All right, we'll do that next turn, I guess. Okay, if I stand next to this, I can do something. Extinguish. All right. Got it. Okay, that is not without cost, though. So let's see. So we can dump a poison here and hope that we get like a good spread pattern to it. That was probably exactly the opposite of that. Let's see. I think I'm trying to decide if is that Grape Shot Blast? No, I'm not really getting good options for Grape Shot Blasts here. And I think we're going to have to run over here. So 2 of our action points are going to get used up on this character. And I'm definitely feeling the burn of the... okay, so this is going to be a mechanic in every direction, it looks like. Definitely feeling the burn of these indestructible vision barriers. Let's start out with this. Doing good work there, for sure. But mobility-wise, woof. I think I'll just do that. And then... can I see this one here? I can. So let's cut that off so that we can get a nice propagate across this way. Yeah, that's more like what I was looking for. And then 1 hit here. And then we extinguish. All right. And then who still has actions? All right. I guess we'll spend 1 just to soften these guys up, I guess. Since I can't do any more. All right. Now, one question is, how often do the flames light? It's probably a progression if I had to guess. But we will see. Interesting first night enemy comp here too, I will say. These pillars are a little frustrating from a hiding an accursed behind them type of thing, but let's see. I think I'm going a little deep on mana, but I am anticipating that we're gonna have some troubles here. Let's see. If I kill this guy, that seems like a waste. I was gonna say if I kill this guy, I have a pretty good propagate here, but I don't think it's necessary. Let's start with this. This axe is doing crazy work. Okay, so now we're down here. 4 actions and 5 movement. Looks like we do get to safety, so I think I don't mind spending a few of these to see. Actually, that's probably perfect. We'll finish him off on the way out of town. 5 hit points and 1 hit point. All right, and then we'll get the heck out of dodge. Now over here, yeah, I retreated slightly prematurely, and then the real question here is, do I bother? This accursed is just shy of dead this next turn, and then I could drop a poison here, and if it won't propagate this way, so it only get these 4. So I don't think it's worth spending the mana. So we'll just do that. All right. That's a bit of a bummer losing that action point, but was I able to see that guy, or was he just able to fly over and that was the issue? Maybe he was just able to fly over. Momentum isn't quite popping off for us yet, but ooh, disappointing. And that's about all the mana I want to spend. Yeah, let's see if we can do the rest without. At the moment I'm feeling pretty comfy, so we have 7 movement, so I'm gonna give this guy the love tap he needs to take off. Although this guy, I think because of, yeah, Frighten is unusable, so we shouldn't lose an action point over here. Some serious inefficiencies with the axe here, but... it's more than likely that those will be the ones. So I'm guessing that as you go through the nights, the quantity of baddies that you are of indestructible baddies that you have to extinguish goes up, but it's kind of like, it strikes me as very Miss Sensor like, conceptually at least. All right, just barely got enough work done there, and then got tons of actions, and anytime I can get a threefer, I think that's the good stuff. Yes, Squeak. I wanted to see the new content, so I'm just firing it off on base difficulty. We usually push Apox on this channel, but when I want to see new content, I prefer to just crank it down so that I can see what's new and exciting. And I can learn the mechanics this way, of course. So let's do that. Ooh, our melee is not as tough as I expected. Let's see how we're doing on keeping our kills even. We got 30 on our melee, 31 on our druid staff, and only 18 on you. So as much as possible, we're going to try and funnel kills to our ranged character here. Ooh, that miss was truly unfortunate. We'll get this one just because I don't want to take any walls damage. Yeah, so it'd be very interesting if this particular map is pushing people in the direction of building more fortifications. Like, maybe you have to build walls because the indestructible guys are going to become problematic. I guess we'll find out. But either way, decent first night. Obviously normal difficulty, nothing too crazy afoot. All right, everybody gets to level 3. Love to see it. So we're going to have to think a bit about what exactly we want to invest in. So obviously early workers is not going to be a great build for us. Because we don't have a lot of ruins to tear down, but I do think regardless, I'm probably going to do at least one house expansion. Excuse me, so that I can get so I can start pushing back the fog. So this side has 8. This side has, well, I guess they all have some additional ones floating around. So we'll have to see how that pans out, but can't imagine the Seer not being the play. Oh my word. Hard to say no to an adamantium spear that looks like that. It is base value. Yeah, you start out with a little bit, but I guess, I mean, I think what I'm just going to have to do is I'm just going to have to push hard on gold mines as the alternative. And we're a little short of getting our second one, so I think I'm probably going to end up selling some gear to make sure that we get there. Leather cap was unsightly anyways. I know I can toggle them off, but I think it's going to be, I think I'm going to go with 2 gold mines here so that we really get our finances going, since I expect we're going to have some issues. And then the ruins are worth picking up, but at 2 workers for 28 gold, the gold mines are going to be a much better return on investment. I don't think I can say no to this adamantium spear. So I'm going to go for that, and then that armor didn't do us much good. We do have no armor at the moment. Swap in one of these. The cloth armor shouldn't have ever been on our melee character. And these pants are more the right speed for them as well. I don't think I want anyone to have the -2 mana regen, so I'm just going to sell the boots. If we're going for a momentum build, we know the things we want, but I think for now I'm just gonna try and ride out night number 2 without getting second weapons, which is admittedly a little risky. Could we get there? We do have this nasal helm that I honestly couldn't care less about. The mana ring I like. The turtle charm is passable. Let's see what our level ups look like. Accuracy is almost always the first place that I invest, and I'll roll this once. All right, yeah, well, that'll just mean that we're not missing anymore. I'm down with that. And then we weren't going momentum here. The reliability isn't terrible. And yeah, we're going physical damage, so we'll pick that up. And then no harvester here is always a bummer. There's lots of places to get back protection, I will say. Like, proccing back protection on this character seems particularly easy. No fatality is a bummer, but I'll grab back protection. That much is true, iMega. That much is certainly true. And then nimbleness, I think, for the extra movement is pretty good. Although, I'm going to go for Avid Learner. Actually, hold on. Before we do that, how many pips do we have? What the actual 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we're playing the long game here. So, given that reality, definitely I think Avid Learner is an easy take. And then I think... yeah, we'll see about that. But yeah, grabbing Avid Learner is going to be incredibly valuable. Harvester is still good even post-nerf. Nothing to see here. No Avid Learner this time. Defensive training might also become quite valuable. But probably steady aim for the accuracy buff is what I'm going to go with. It was that or nimbleness. And then I do think I'm planning to build this character for poison, so I'll probably roll a little bit on this side of things. Magic damage is good enough, and we weren't getting quite enough. Did they change the base value of that? That was interesting. I thought 10% poison was the base value, not 15. Striking out a bit here. That accuracy pull at the end was great, and then I think we have enough accuracy that I'll go with damage there. And then, let's see, for our ranged character, we are going to be picking up momentum, I think. I think this is going to be a momentum build for us. Do you have Harvester? You don't. So big daily mana regen increase, I think, is worth picking up. We do have Vampirism, but we'd have to go physical with that, and I mean, the two-handed sword has some pretty good momentum. Scaling, but we picked up no accuracy. There we go. All right, that's what we like to see. And then steady aim doesn't work super well with this character. But I think even then it's decent. And then again, we whiffed on Avid Learner. I think Glass Cannon. We have a decent amount of HP, so let's get that base crit rolling now. And now the only question that we have to answer is, are we going to try to mortgage the farm for one more item? I'd love a second item on Angelica, especially. Like this short bow. Wooden short bow. Oh yeah, we got the funds. they're not great, but I'm probably going to try and find another 7 to get the magic orb, just because from a action economy perspective, having second weapons is insanely beneficial, and something like this worn light armor is pretty non-transformative. We get 4 from that. How much are we sitting at gold-wise? We have 3? Okay, so we just need 4 and 4. I guess that means we're going shirtless on our shouldn't be in melee anyways characters. Oh, I did switch that up. Our melee should have a shirt. Call me old-fashioned. But selling these 2 will get us that that novice orb. It's not good, but it will it'll get us rolling, and having 2 weapons just means we can use the AP that we have available. All right. So we've pushed back the fog. We're going to get 50 gold passively, and then we can start building up our number of workers. And I think this is just going to be a heavy econ play, presumably with some pretty solid walls getting built. But our standard build here is a catapult, just to cover things in case things get a little hairy. And then we'll keep the rest. All right, I think we might even want to inch forward a little more. I'm going to center you, move you over here, move you over here. I am realizing as we start to get attacked on multiple sides, it's going to become harder and harder to have enough people around to extinguish torches. Now, is this thing here, can things walk on this or not? Throne pedestal, indestructible. Can you stand here? You can stand next to it, but not on it. Okay, so this side, we're going to get people coming from over here and over here. So I actually think it's safe to put our melee like here. And then we'll put these 2 over here. And we're going to be expecting like a split wave, and the melee will go wherever they need to. Didn't miss anything? No, I didn't. All right, let's get rolling. It's maybe merciful that the all right, well, we'll spend the AP here. Goodbye. You're gone. We have very little. It seems like the whole bulk of their forces are coming over here. So I think I'm just going to do that, and then now hold on. I should probably dump some poison into this mass of baddies before I that propagate was about as good as can be expected. I'm doing this because I'm just going to go again. We did have Harvester on Caden, if I recall correctly, so we'll do that. And then I think this is going to be a wasted turn over here. We can technically get in there. Then we just can't get out. That seems a little foolhardy. I think I'm just going to back up to here, and we'll hope that next turn we can get Angelica in, but I think, yeah. Well, she may actually have some work to do over there from the looks of it. Not a lot, but we do need someone over there. And it does look like the torches don't reignite, so I think we can safely go to here, and then the only question that I find myself wondering about, you do have Harvester, right? Before I start spending too much mana. Yeah, Squeak, I have. Momentum, Scepter plus Pistol is astoundingly good. I love the damage overhaul. I think that it's brilliantly, it was brilliantly executed and just what the game needed. So yeah, I think that has been my favorite addition to the game in quite a while. Yeah, Pistol fits super well. Let's see, we've also, I have a strong desire, but have not made it happen yet, to make a heavily armored Druid Staff Dagger build. I think that has great potential as well. But yeah, Yeah, and then two-hand axe. Oh, that's a bad poison, honestly. Really didn't think they were going to be able to make it that far in. Now let's see. If we get over here, I think we're going to have better axe opportunity. I was too far in on this one, and here I am going too far in on our melee. But yeah, the pistol is good for business. All right, so I was this far back. I'm gonna move over to here a little bit and use this to block us in a little bit, but I guess that'll do. This druid staff is doing work. I'm gonna have to watch out that our kills don't get too terribly imbalanced. Yeah, it's been really fun. Like the new options are pretty sweet and just add a lot of interest to the game. Okay, so far this night is looking very very unconcerning. Not to jinx it, but I'm feeling pretty good about the situation. Hey, Jacob, it is indeed a new map. This is Elderlicht, I believe is the name, and it has some interesting new unique mechanics. Specifically, these braziers are linked to indestructible moving baddies. So we're gonna have to spend action points extinguishing them. That's what appears to be the new mechanic. So far, this side seems very easily defendable because of the throne. Elderlicht. Thank you, Squeak. I appreciate it, genuinely. It is... pronunciation of things like this are not my strong suit, so having a little help is always appreciated. Probably shouldn't have killed those first just because of the insane resistance buff that it yielded, but... Hey, Happy Panda! Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we have a new map, which I'm very excited about, and yeah, we're gonna be... I guess I can leave these guys. We don't really need to kill everything this turn, and I feel like Caden in particular is sitting on way too many kills. 65 to 34. Oh, and 70 actually. Okay, so I was my internal clock was wrong. Hey. Yeah, welcome, welcome, Panda. It's, I'm very excited about Elderlicht. There we go. Trying to get there on the pronunciation front. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a bit of a swap here, because I want to get some more kills on Angelica, and the left side has been lacking. So if we can get her a few kills, that will be very beneficial. We have 18 mana regen on her, so I'm just gonna really go for broke here. We'll leave the rest. Looks like nothing's coming in over here. Okay, only 3 mobs left, so this is just we're officially in cleanup mode. So I probably recognized the kill imbalance a little too late. We'll see. Oh yeah. Grape Shot Blast is very satisfying. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, as expected, I didn't do a great job balancing damage, but okay, fair enough, game. How they expect me to already have the means to defend on all 4 sides. Yep, hilarious. All right, this we will reroll. The night reward we will reroll. I'm not too concerned. I may actually... So I think I'm gonna We could buy the inn, but we're not going to be able to afford a character of sufficient value. So I don't think that's worth it. We get one more gold mine, so I'm just going to get the third gold mine going, because this is going to be the heart of our production. Then we absolutely need to repel the fog. And then I think I kind of want to guess where. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to guess where. It's kind of a weird way to spend. I wanted to see if, yeah, okay, everything is small, so it's not particularly helpful. Ooh, runners is nasty too. So let's see. So I think that Caden is the most capable of handling two sides. If we knew which side this was going to be biased towards, that would be super helpful. But I don't think we're going to have that luxury. So let's roll this and see if we can get something that isn't terrible. A great axe with some momentum on it. Yeah, I'm super curious. I haven't fully... hey, Bear, welcome. Yeah, exciting new stuff indeed. The power ring is interesting. The great axe, if it was level 1, would be interesting, but I think we're already at the point where I kind of want to fish for tier 1 items. Range damage and skill range is interesting, but... Oh, ooh, this dagger. Wowza. Yep. That's what I'm looking for in my life. All right. We'll grab that. And then I just have to decide. I think the silver axe can go for the dagger. And then I think we're going to have to let things kind of encroach a little bit and do a little bit of like diagonal fighting, I think. But it will be interesting for sure. We have also pooled, so maybe what I try and do is I could do like 3 of these ballistas over here. Just to see how much that holds things off on this side. But then I think you are the best suited for being over here. Now we're going to run into a problem, which is presumably there's going to be stuff over here that we have to extinguish. So maybe what we do is we take our first turn and we have you here and you here, and then we're going to have them run to, whoops. We're going to have them run to extinguish whatever needs to be extinguished over here, and then head over here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Controversial, I know. But let's see. Let's do some level ups. Straight damage. Your accuracy's looking pretty good. And then isolation would be nice. Prop bounces are not going to do it for us. I mean, I'll take prop damage over the alternative, but that was not what we needed. And then I think we're going to need a lot of nimbleness up in this piece. I think that's going to be a thing. I think we're going to be picking up a lot of nimbleness and a lot of movement. Let's see. Ooh, big experience gain. Like I said, we have a lot of knights to face here. So I think it's hard to say no to something like that. Those were great draws. I am going to grab nimbleness just because we need those extra movement points. And then somehow Angelica, who got none of the kills, is in a great position. Skill range is going to be important here for sure. And wrong character for that, wrong character for that. Take the momentum, and our accuracy is looking good enough. Movement points, yeah. And then, did you have nimbleness? Yep, nimbleness all around, and initiator, but no volatiles. So yeah, so she does have the genius trait, but you do get XP proportional to the number of kills that people get. Citation needed on that one, Squeak, but I'm like 98% sure on that one. Gonna go with longer weapons just to get our reach up. Now, with you, we've been investing in momentum. Yeah, so especially on early nights towards the end of the night, I will check to make sure that everyone's kill numbers are relatively balanced. You know, obviously not accounting for things like Genius and an Avid Learner, but especially in the early game, it can be the difference between picking up that extra kill or not. Now, I was thinking about a longbow. As much as I hate to do it, I may end up picking that up. But what else could we get with the money? I've tried some potion thrower builds in the past, Squeak, to limited effect. I'm tempted to go armor maker. It doesn't address the imminent problem of us being surrounded, but I think it might still be we need to get our economy running. This is gonna be a marathon, and then I'm really hoping that it's not this brazier and this brazier on this side that light on fire, but I think we're ready to go on this one. This is gonna be weird, to be sure. Do you not get? You don't proc back protection next to these? Oh, that's unfortunate. And the throne you also don't. Interesting. Okay. So we don't have a lot of ways to proc back protection. This is kind of a weird way to approach this, I think, but let's give it a go. That's very inconveniently located. Okay, so the side that I picked to put my folks on has no, okay, fair enough. Let's see, so that's going to be about as bad as it gets, I think. I hate to cheat over like this, but I think I'm going to try to spend some mana before I get out of here. And then you're going to have to do this. I think that there may actually be a strong argument for not pushing back the mist aggressively, because you can have something like this happen. I don't know how I'm going to get to this thing to handle it. It's a very interesting conundrum. Okay, probably didn't want to go this deep, but we're just gonna have to roll with it. And getting to this one is also gonna be very frustrating. Yeah, you're not quite ready for that level of things. What was that? Oh, that's a bad buff for 2 turns. Noted. This is tough, to be sure. You kind of have to, like, I'm trying to think if I can even go in on this side down here. It's not feeling too inviting. I think I'm just gonna axe those 3. Wish that I could use grappling shot to relocate a bit, but this side is gonna need some love. I think our poison user is gonna be able to ping pong back and forth a little bit, but it's gonna be it's not gonna be great, that's for sure. Yeah, and we don't really... Oh, we can get you. That's nice. We have decent skill range, so we may be able to let some things funnel through and do that. But it's gonna be It's going to be a little more awkward than we were necessarily expecting it to be. That is a lot of, it's a lot of baddies. Okay, so we absolutely... So Soulbound Mage seems to be a buffer. Spending some mana, for sure. So I'm trying to figure out, so I can use the rest of my turn to get rid of the mage. Not necessarily, Great. Shouldn't have picked the dodgy guy there, for sure. Let's see. If we just send that back. This one, though, I don't think we're going to be able to take this mage out. Do I get a kill here? I do. Okay, now we need to retreat over here to do some work. Does the mage... The mage does a little bit of damage. This is going to be... Our walls are going to get some usage over here. Now you here, let's see. This was by far the easiest side. All right, we'll do that. I'm gonna come over this way. I think we'll kill these last two and then see what we have for problems. +3 movement from that mage too. Holy cow. That's a lot of action. Oh, the movement didn't seem to work correctly. They were projected to move much further than they did. That's very interesting. These guys were supposed to make it all the way in, and they didn't. I'm gonna assume that's a bug with the movement, but we'll run over here, and we're gonna head these guys off at the pass. But you really need to come over here and just lay waste. There we go, and then let's see. If we move to like here, let's see if we can just... Can't blame me for wishing. Do like me some pistol action. There we go, to clean up the rest of this. Okay, and I think we're looking... Okay, we'll take a bit more wall damage, but not too bad. I think the ballistas were mostly worth it, but I do think we got a little lucky. Can you get into position here? We only have 6 mana regen. We can use one of these. We took a bit more damage on Cassie than was my intention. $13 mana gets us to full. Again, just gonna do this for simplicity's sake. All right, and then yeah, we're gonna take a tiny little hit up top there. Now, one interesting question is, does the night end if the mage is not dead? We're about to find out. Okay, so you don't have to kill the mages, but the lit flames can only happen in areas that aren't concealed by the flame, presumably. So I'm wondering if that's part of the trick here. Okay, this is a definite roll. Unless that's amazing. It's not. Okay. Okay, let's see. So we're back to something a bit more manageable. That was exciting, though. I like the new craziness. I think we'll get our 4th person tonight for sure. We will push. So here's the question. Okay, so yeah, so we want to push back fog because we've got like these right on the edge, and we want to get them further back. But there was that awkward situation where we just couldn't do anything about them. And then let's see if I'm tempted to invest in the workers required here, just because I don't think we're going to invest in a crazy number of workers. That's how I'm kind of thinking about it now. Now I'm assuming that these barricades, yeah, these barricades are gonna need to go. But we have it on this side and this side only. So getting one more worker would be good. So I think we definitely buy a house. And then this is slightly better than using them on a gold mine. But if we do this, we net 10 gold and we end up in a better situation. So we do that and we do that. And then for 2 workers, we recoup our investment plus a little bit extra. And actually, I think given that, let's get the last house down and repeat the process one more time. Because that's gonna be a lot of additional economy. We got something sweet in here for us. Great axe is meh. Elven boots. I like seeing the 2, but that's about it. Now, I wanted to save 1 roll for the armor, because these were all pretty trash. Let's roll this once. Oh, Warlock Greaves aren't bad. A little extra survivability for our melee isn't bad either. But I don't like plus block as the activatable, honestly. So I'm going to go with the Warlock Greaves here, and then I'm going to give this 1 more roll. I wanted the scepter. It's a pretty good scepter, too. Sure. I'm going to try and buy a little bit of armor to get things going again, but Angelica is going to be in the thick of things, as it were. Ah, the good old multi-hit one-handed hammer. And the multi-hit scepter. Don't think I don't see you, game. doing your thing. So we did not pick up a new character. Yeah, we'll wait for next turn. I think it will be okay. These 2 can share, and then I think our poison user should be able to hold off a side all on their own. And then I think I'm gonna go. I'm leaning towards the mounted ballistas being the more advantageous option. And then now, does this have an upgrade? No, so it didn't come upgraded. It started at 40. So 40 goes to 60. So it is better to build another scavenger camp. Is that what I'm about to do here? I think production buildings are going to be more beneficial. So I'll do that for next turn. And then we're going to need to start thinking about getting level 2 going. Yeah, it is surprising. It's a little cozy. A little cozy. We're at 4 gold. I think that's fine. I think we'll be okay. Unless this wave is really weird, I'm not too terribly concerned. And I'm going to put people relatively close, even though we have runners, because I want to be able to get that first beacon extinguished. Which, actually, now that I look at it, hold on. Given the spread here, these 2 should be down here, I think, so that each of them can take a side. Whereas up here, it's much easier for me to get wherever I need to get. Okay. So I'm going to line everybody up with the, in this case, the final row, or in this case, the second row. Okay. Let's rock and or roll. Oh, yeah, let's do level ups. That's a good idea. How quickly I forget. Let's see. Don't care for much of any of that. We could go with spiky counter. We are going to be kind of in the thick of things, but I'm not super excited about that. Honestly, we don't have bodybuilder, so health is not that interesting. I'm probably going to take the block just to try to get a little bit more resilient. Oh, we had -4 from traits that I was unaware of. And then Thrifty is interesting. Runic Gift, I think, will become interesting. I think Thrifty, though. And then over here, I'm still tempted by XP gain, but it needs to be a little bigger than that amount, I think. Yeah, didn't pick up anything there, and then we'll just take the damage. It was 14 or 15, Imiga. I need to, citation needed on that one. But it was one of the two. At the moment, we don't have any big, expensive things, except, I guess, Death Ray. Maybe Death Ray is worth picking up. Thrifty. Longer weapons, though, I think is good for flexibility. Okay. So, yeah, so we're 3 in, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think it's 14. Yeah, squeak. 14. Confirmed post correct. And then this wall is good. Let's just do the repair, I think. I don't really like spending it on the barricades. I probably should have destroyed the barricades, but okay. Let's go for this and hope that the runners don't immediately kill us.